been a day since the last time we played tabletop sim.
It has. It is unfortunate.
Oh,
Holy
wait,
shit. You crashed again.
Yep. Didn't you play a solitaire roguelike? How is that?
Oh, it sucks. It's actually garbage.
Ah, dang, I actually kind of
no, I don't know why I was excited for it either, but like, yeah,
no,
no, it was...
It sounds so cool, but
No, not really. It's literally solitaire. It's like counting for babies.
Stop stealing my kill stream, man.
No, that's my job. You died, so I do damage.
The thing is, I feel like it could work in like the dumbest way possible, but
I don't know, man. I don't know how you'd make it work, but like that implementation.
no.
Also, let me see. What is the best Borderlands, honestly? Alright, so, yeah. Best Borderlands is going to be a really awkward question for me because I have played a little bit of all four, and specifically I've put like over 100 hours in everything except one, because I just didn't like one. So yeah, Borderlands 2, I guess is like the original Borderlands experience, but it's horribly unbalanced, but the writing is pretty good. The pre-sequel, I think, has... Oh shit, Tales. Okay, I guess 5 Borderlands games. Alright, yeah, so the best writing out of the mainline games, hands down, goes to the pre-sequel. The pre-sequel has the best story, the best character development, like, everything is amazing. The gameplay, on the other hand, is, like, more balanced than Borderlands 2 by a mile, but there is, like, no replay value outside of the Claptastic DLC, because there's, like, 0 fucking raid bosses here. Yeah, and then Borderlands 3, I think, has the best gameplay as a whole, but the worst fucking writing in the entire series. Like, absolutely horrendous. The Calypso twins aren't even... They barely feel like real characters. And it's just terrible as a whole, honestly. Like, it's well balanced. The guns are really fun to use. They might throw legendaries around a little too much, because there comes a point where you see a legendary and it's not really special anymore, and your minimap is just covered in orange stars and you don't really know what to do with any of them. But yeah, like, the gunplay is some of the most fun. It's, like, really satisfying when it wants to work, but yeah, the writing is pretty abysmal, and me, personally, there's something about Borderlands 3 where I don't feel motivated to play every character. Borderlands 2, I leveled up and maxed out every character. I did Gage twice, as a matter of fact. The pre-sequel, I leveled up and maxed out every character before the DLC, and I did Wilhelm twice. Fucking Borderlands 3, it might be because the story is so bad, but I don't feel motivated to level up anyone. I played Moze, and then I fucking dropped the game. And then I picked up Amara, and then now I dropped the game again. And then I did give Zane and Flak a try, but something about it, I just cannot level up a new character in 3. Like, I really want to say it's the story, because I don't see any massive flaws with the skill tree. Because, once again, the gameplay is the best it's ever been. You have multiple skills, as a matter of fact. That's a first. But I don't know. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. Like, there's something wrong with Borderlands 3, and I think it all goes back to the writing. Like, the story is so bad, I think it's actively detrimenting to making me want to, you know, experience the replay value that it has. Because it does have replay value, a lot of it. Like, fucking, like, 70 hours went into Moze alone, and that's a lot. But holy fucking shit, man, I cannot level a character in 3. It is so... Like, I think about leveling a new character, and I just hate it. The thought of it is just so terrible. I don't know. Fucking... You should write a book about this. Yeah, of course, the Borderlands book.
New York
And
Times.
yeah, I know a lot, but my... Streamer man, you know a lot, but your opinion is wrong. Smile. Thank you.
Damn.
That's a powerful statement.
New York Times best-selling author over here making a Borderlands book.
But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I've letting me walk through this.
Yeah, I think at this point, Borderlands 2 is outclassed by the other two games. Like, the pre-sequel has the best story, and 3 has the best gameplay. I guess, like, Borderlands 2 strikes a balance between both of them, because, you know, it has a lot of replay value, and, you know, leveling a character doesn't feel like shit, because you don't have to listen to the Calypso twins. So, it's, yeah, like, Borderlands 2, I guess, is the most, you know, in between of them all, and for that reason, probably the best? I don't know. I don't like playing Borderlands 2, admittedly. Because, like, once you get to UVHM, the game sucks. Straight up. UVHM in Borderlands 2 is the worst fucking experience of my life. Like, enemies are so needlessly high damaging and high health that you need to have slag and a moxie weapon, which means that you need to have a grog nozzle, pretty much. Which is, you know, really fucking boring, having to run the same gun on every character for the same strategy of, oh, I need to be above 51% HP to stay alive. So, yeah, pre-sequel does the gameplay a lot better, in my opinion. It's just that it has no fucking replay value.
So just out of curiosity, what do you think, which game has the best DLC in your opinion?
The best DLC, from what I've played of 3, I think 3. It might be in comparison to the story, because the story is fucking abysmal, and the DLC is, like, okay at minimum. It could be a lot better, and I can't tell. But, yeah, no, like, the 2 DLCs I played, the Handsome Jackpot and, what was the other one? You remember what?
Tentacle, hammer,
oh, Tentacle, yeah, okay. So, yeah, between the... Yeah, the Handsome Jackpot was a fucking gold mine. I absolutely loved the Handsome Jackpot all the way through. Guns, Love, and Tentacles, it felt like it went on a bit longer than I wanted to, since the story wasn't as compelling. But the guns in there, holy shit, some of the most fun ever. Like, the Handsome Jackpot guns are, like, kind of whatever, but, like, the guns in Guns, Love, Tentacles, holy shit, I had so much fun with that. Yeah, I haven't played the other 2 in the Season Pass, which is the Bounty of Blood and the Krieg one.
Diamonds.
But yeah, like, I plan on revisiting, Borderlands 3, at least for the DLC, but definitely with my Moes. Because I, like, the thought of leveling up a Zane and leveling up a Flak, it's like, I hate it. I just can't bring myself to do it. And then on top of that, I really hate the new DLC, the Designer's Cut, or Developer's Cut, whatever it is, where they add a new skill tree to every character, because that's literally a balance patch. You're telling me I have to pay 30 fucking bucks for a balance patch? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm actually disgusted by that. Like, I'd much rather have new DLC characters rather than a literal fucking paid for balance patch. That shit is so fucking disgusting. How did I revive and then instantly die? But yeah, no, like, oh god. Yeah, the direction of Borderlands 3, it's like abysmal writing, the best gameplay. Yeah, the best gameplay in terms of, like, replayability and balance. But, like, I can't. I fucking can't. I'm so upset about that DLC situation. I paid for the fucking Season Pass. I paid full fucking price for that game. $100. Fucking 40 for the Season Pass, 60 for the base game. And I am heavily disappointed. Because 3 months after that fucking release, it went on sale. And a deep sale, too. You could get both of those, the whole $100 package, for fucking, like, 50 fucking bucks. I am so unbelievably pissed off. Because I feel scammed. The game did not hold up to the quality that I expected, and it is definitely not a $100 game from what I played. Like, yes, I haven't played the other 2 DLCs, but holy fucking shit, it's still, there's nothing in those 2 DLCs that will make me feel like that was worth $100 if the base game is that fucking flawed. Because once again, the story means a lot in terms of replayability. If I'm actively annoyed while trying to level up a character, I am not going to play the game again. I am so fucking angry about it. Short on cash, maybe? I mean, like, yeah, I am admittedly extremely stingy when it comes to my money, but at the same time, I was more than willing to shell out this $100 for the game. It's just that I got fucking scammed. Also, I cannot stand up for more than 2 seconds here. Holy shit. Borderlands 2 is flawless? Yeah, I already talked about Borderlands 2. I don't like how the game what the game turns into once you leave True Vault Hunter. Like, True Vault Hunter Borderlands 2 is like peak fucking Borderlands. But once you get to UVHM, it's just absolutely cancerous. Everything can and will one-shot you down to health gate, and you need slag to do any reasonable amount of damage. It is terrible. I really do not like Borderlands 2 once you get to, like, UVHM. And God fucking forbid you go into OP. I mean, not OP anymore because of the Lilith DLC, but whatever, who gives a shit. Yeah, like, I genuinely cannot say Borderlands 2 is flawless. Like, it is a good in-between. Like, if I had to put numbers on gameplay and story, I'd say, like, Borderlands 2 is like a 7 on gameplay. It's pretty good, definitely above average, and it's a lot of fun. I put like 1,000 hours into Borderlands 2. The story is gonna be like a solid 8. It's really good. It's the story of Handsome Jack. I like it. And then, you know, like, Borderlands 1 characters comes back, which is really good fan service for the people who actually played that game, on top of the fact that they have, like, actual fucking personalities. The only thing holding that back is the Vault Hunters themselves being, you know, non-existent in terms of personality. The pre-sequel, I'd say, is like a straight-up 10 on storytelling. Like, everything here leads to something else in the series, and that's, like, really fucking good, in my opinion. Because it's, yeah, like, everything that happens here has some significance, like, in Borderlands 2, and that's just super sick. Like, even the most minor things are delegated to side quests, and they do show up. So, like, that is some of the best writing, hands down. The character interactions, too, are absolutely fucking amazing. Like, it is a genuine 10 out of 10 in terms of story for what this game is. Obviously, compare it to, like, a game focused on story, and it has flaws. The gameplay of the pre-sequel, yeah, I'm gonna say it's like a 6. Like, just a point below Borderlands 2. Mainly because it has, like, 0 replay value. Like, the gameplay balance is really good, because legendaries are still rare, so the legendaries feel good, you know? Like, you get a legendary and it feels good because, you know, it's a legendary. It's not, you know, the 20th fucking legendary you've gotten in the last 2 minutes, like in Borderlands 3. The main issue is just that there's no replay value. Like, honestly, like, the Claptastic DLC definitely helped with that, but with it being the only DLC, and though admittedly a really good one at that, yeah, it's only like 1 point off, so I'd give it a 6. And then fucking, what am I trying to say? Yeah, Borderlands 3, if I had to give the story a number, holy fucking shit. Borderlands 3, give it a 3. That shit is absolutely abysmal. I hate that shit. Like, it is so annoying. The only good thing that I think that Borderlands 3 did in terms of like storytelling, and I'm gonna include character development in this too, is like the Vault Hunters exist, I guess. Not nearly as strongly as in the pre-sequel, I feel like, but the characters do fucking exist. I don't know, I might have to drop it to a 2. Like, there's like really nothing in Borderlands 3's plot that I really like none of it at all. And the only redeeming factor that it had is bringing back Jack. Like, they brought back Jack for the Jack DLC, and who the fucking thunk it, it's really good. Like, the only fucking thing that Borderlands apparently knows how to do is write Jack. So, like, props to them for making a good character, but god fucking damn, like, they struck gold, and either the series needs to die, or they have to find out what they're doing to make something as amazing as Jack again. Because the Calypso twins, I can't even say it's a swing and a miss. It doesn't even feel like they fucking tried, honestly. Not Zarpedon. The Calypso twins are just terrible. Just outright. And then the gameplay of 3, I'd say that's like an 8 or a 9, honestly. I can't really say what the replay value of it is because, you know, the story actively breaks it. But the balance is really well made. And while the legendaries are extremely abundant to the point where it's a flaw, the legendaries are extraordinarily unique. So instead of dealing with, you know, rare fun legendaries that you get every once in a while, you're dealing with, you know, a bunch of unique different guns. So it'd probably be better to, like, you know, think of it as like common guns that all have a unique gimmick. And then on top of that, the manufacturer gimmicks that they made for Borderlands 3, really fucking fun. I love playing around with the manufacturer gimmicks. Like, you know, like switching modes and switching elements with Maliwan. Although I really think that Maliwan fucking sucks now, but whatever, that's aside from the point. Yeah, it's good gameplay, but once again, the story holds it back. If I had to pick one Borderlands to, you know, permanently play for the rest of my life, I think I'd have to go with, honestly, 2. I legitimately would say 2. So, yeah, I guess that's my vote for best Borderlands. It's Borderlands 2. Yeah, like, yeah, there's something about 2 that's just so fun to play. Like, as you could tell from my 2,000 hours in it. There's just something about it that they did absolutely perfectly, despite all the flaws I think it has. What does more damage? Okay, that does more damage.
Now, would you say, like, Borderlands 2 is, like, the most, what, consistent in terms of gameplay and story? Because from what you said, like, the pre-sequel in Borderlands 3 pretty much stretch in either one way or the other, so... Yeah,
that's honestly how it feels like. Like, once again, the pre-sequel gameplay isn't bad, it's just bare bones, you know? So, like, I'm really shitting on the pre-sequel more than I should, because it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, honestly. It's just that there's not much to it. It's a one-and-done fun romp. And, you know, that one-and-done fun romp is admittedly, you know, more fun than a singular playthrough of Borderlands 2, I'd say. It's just that once you want to, you know, get into optimal builds and breaking the game, you're not going to find that here. Just because there's not really much here. Gunzerker best class? Unfortunately, yes, it's... that's a flaw in and of itself. Like, the way Borderlands 2 is structured, where you have to play around slag and self-healing, Gunzerker is the best purely because he can hold 2 guns, and I hate that. I really fucking hate that. Like, the Gunzerker is, like, oh my god. He's so plain. All he does is hold 2 guns, and that makes him the best in the game. It's, yeah, it's like, I don't know.
It's a simple change, but it's a change that fucking works.
Yeah, it's Moxie weapons. Moxie weapons broke the game. Like, I can definitely say that, like, they fixed the survivability issue in Borderlands 3. I'm not sure how the fuck they did it, but it definitely feels like in Borderlands 3, I don't need to have a Moxie weapon up my ass 24/7 to stay alive. Mainly because there are no Moxie weapons in Borderlands 3. Or anything similar to it, as far as I know, anyways. But yeah, like, even in the pre-sequel, I find myself needing health regen a lot more than I want to. But at the same time, I'm staying alive a lot more than I would be in Borderlands 2 without a Moxie weapon. But yeah, how much for reactions? Going back to chat, I guess.